Hello, welcome to Scrap Time episode 816. My name is Christine, and on today's episode, we're making a tag using a variety of products from Tim Holtz. Today we're making a tag using a variety of products from Tim Holtz. And I'm going to tell you right now that this was a make and take at CHA. This is what our funnel tag will look similar to. And I have the instructions to make this tag. I was given the kit when I was at CHA. And now I'm going to make it here. So I'm going to be following these instructions. So bear with me a little. And I just want to make sure to verify this was not my design. Tim designed the tag. I'm just following his instructions and making it. So already in the kit, I received this tag. It had the music stamped on it with the archival black ink. Then it had some paper from the seasonal paper stash. And it was cut into two pieces and glued on using a glue stick. The next thing we need to do is take our paper distresser and distress the edges. I think actually a few of the edges had already been distressed, but I'm just going to distress a little more. And the tag is a craft tag from Ranger. So when you're using your distresser, all you're doing is there's these like little edges there, and you're just pulling it along the sides just to make it distressed. Sort of like that. There we go. So now I'm going to ink the tag. I'm using walnut stain. I have my, it previously had yellow ink on it, but it should be okay. And I'm just working off and onto. And when you do this, it's just highlighting those distressed areas a bit. Now while we have our ink out, it also wants me to ink this little wish adage ticket. Like that. And there was this little vial sticker already stamped with the pointed finger. So I'm just going to just ink just a little bit around the edges of that as well. Something like that. I can always come back later if I want to ink it some more. Okay, so I'm going to put my ink aside. So next up, we want to secure the ticket to the tag using the tiny attacher. And we're securing it the right side up, just over here a bit. So I have my tiny attacher. If you haven't used the tiny attacher, it's a little stapler. And I'm going to put a little X like that in it. I'm just looking here, and he had a little X, and I think I might put another staple in the corner because it looks like the wreath will cover it later. So I might just put a little, just to hold it down there. Okay, next up, we are adding that little vial sticker. Just sort of, I think a little on an angle or something. If I look at my thing, it had. I just do it like that. And then we have this 25 fastener that we are going to put on. I have a paper piercer. Oh, you know what? They've already punched the hole for me. How nice of them. But you just use a paper piercer. You punch your hole and you stick it in the right way up. Like that. And we'll just close it up on the side. Turn it. Great. Okay. So now it says apply tissue tape along the bottom of the tag. So I happen to own the tissue tape. This is similar to washi tape. It's a little different consistency, but same idea. I'm going to just place that down there. And I'm going to cut off the edges. Okay. Tissue tape is on. So now we apply tinsel tape, or the tinsel, over a bit of the tissue. So sort of like that, and we're going to attach that using the tiny attacher again. So I'm going to put one end there and just staple it in, and then the other end here. Oh, it looks like I am out of staples. Hold one moment, please. Okay, my stapler is reloaded, so I can continue on stapling this end of the tinsel twine. There we go. And then I will just cut off that excess, and I can use that on another project. So next up, we have this. It is a muse token, and we've put the paper string through it. This one says wishes, and we're just going to wrap it through there and tie it up. See if I can get a little bow on this. There's a cute little bow. Great. Now they have provided us with the word joy cut from the mirrored paper. So we're going to put that on. The mirrored paper is adhesive. I have to just take off this backing here. I like to start with my middle letter so I can get it centered. And then put the other letters on. Now the mirrored paper still has its protective coat, just so you know it has a protective coat. We'll take that off and then you'll see how nice and shiny it is. So when you're using it, make sure you remove that protective coat, but you want to remove it last so you don't get your fingerprints and that all over the mirror. There you go. Now there's a little rhinestone we're going to glue on. I'm using glossy accents. I just need a little bit there, and here's one of the rhinestones, and that'll just make the top of the J like that. Beautiful. Okay. They've added in this little clip, so we're just going to clip it here. Next we have the wreath. So the wreath comes white. They've already sprayed it using a distress reinker mixed with water. So they sprayed to color it. Then they added some glue and seal onto it, and then put some of the new dry rock candy stickles, and it stuck to the glue and seal. Then finally they put one of the pins through it, and that's how we got this pretty wreath. And then there's the crinkle ribbon, where they dyed it using, I think it's probably barn door or one of the brighter reds. They dyed it with the distress stain. And so what we're going to do is put our ribbon through here and then thread the little wreath. And then we're just going to tie it off. There you go. Oh. And there is a cute tag. It was designed by Tim Holtz, but made right here by me. So hopefully that'll give you some ideas to start off your holiday tag and card making. Well, that's it for today's episode. Be sure to check out our website at www.scraptime.ca. And on our next episode, we filmed a video at CHA at Wow Embossing that we're going to be sharing with you making a holiday card. So please join us. Thanks for watching Scrap Time.